All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Episode 38 of the Always Chillin' Podcast. Skinny D and the Sandman here in the barbershop once again. We're here on a Monday, which is kind of weird, but I was off today, so figured we would record today. Still planning on the episode coming out tomorrow, Tuesday. First of all, shout out EasyWheel420apparel.com, EasyWheel420apparel on Instagram, hooking us up with some more shirts, man. This is really, really cool. I got Tupac, DMX, Alien Jude, Nipsey, Mount Rushmore. Very cool. It's like a baseball tee, 3/4 sleeve type situation. Very nice. Damon's over there. We're kind of scared. We opened that. We were like, I don't know what that says. But we Google translated it, and it's cool.
Take the wheel.
Yeah, it's cool. This means like take the wheel or something like that is what Google thought. So, yeah, we're good with that.
Fit perfect.
Yeah, they're really nice. They're really high quality shirts, man. It's good stuff. We like it a lot. This is the second time he's hooked us up, so we definitely appreciate that, man. Thank you. Let's see. Let's get right into it, man. Yeah, I've been sick for a couple days. On Friday, I got a sore throat, and I was like, I knew it, man. I was like, I have a 3-day weekend coming up. I'm going to be sick for exactly 2 days, and then I'm going to spend Monday getting better, and then I'm going to go back to work, and that's what's happening. I've had to take like 4 COVID tests, and I've never been positive. At this point, like I just want to take one and just have it be positive. I was sitting there like it was a pregnancy test. Like, come on, dude. I got my take home ones because that's where we live now. We're in the future where the government sends you free COVID tests. So
well, shit. What do they? Basically, I was watching. I don't even know what I was watching. I don't even want to shout it out, but motherfuckers basically saying, "Live with it." Live with it.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much where I'm at, man. I've been so careful with germs and stuff that I've had like 2 super colds in the past.
And that's what it is, you know what I mean?
Month,
being so,
man,
I won't even say isolated, man, because I've been enjoying this shit. But just
being,
cool. You know, in the house, so close to home, when you do go around even the slightest group, gas station stop, whatever, man, and you're around like different germs.
A new dude started at work this week, and I got sick.
Yeah,
that's all it takes, man.
I feel like it's that sensitive anymore.
Yeah, so I'm kind of tired of that. This is the second time in like 3 weeks that I've had it super good. Yes, Saturday, all I could do was like lay in bed and shiver in the fetal position. Like it was bad, dude. Like I got out of bed and walked to the kitchen for a glass of water or something, and I got about halfway down the hallway before I realized I didn't pick my feet up one time. I was just shuffling.
Dang, one of those.
I felt like an old dude. Like
one of them smackdowns.
I was just shuffling down the hallway like shh. I didn't even have the energy to lift my feet up.
I went in chills the other day.
Yeah.
And came home, man, and my head just...
Yeah, that's it, man. Just one rogue germ gets in your shit, and it just fucks you up now, and I'm kind of tired of that, because I keep getting sick, but it's never COVID. So it feels like I'm being careful for nothing.
Yeah.
My wife said you guys are like lysol on your groceries and shit again.
Oh, yeah.
You're back there, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much where you got to be, man.
Yeah, working in a barbershop, man, it's just... Still got to take it serious.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
definitely.
And you got
to be more careful than most.
And you know, I know not everybody's a barber, but you know, I'm thinking as a barber, even in the line at Shields, you know, I'm just like, this shit is still real.
Yeah, well, you don't want to get it, and you don't want to give it to somebody.
And give it to somebody, you know what I'm saying? And again, I've said it and I've said it before, man. We all know somebody that's been affected by it one way or another. So any little sniffle, any little body ache, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, this is it, man.
This is it, man. This is it. But so far, man, the graces of God, man, we've been making it through it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've just been getting sick, just getting regular sick.
Little sniffle here and there, a little headache here and there.
Yeah, now when I get a cold, it puts me down, dog.
Yeah.
For a good couple days. But I'm feeling good today. I'm in the stage where you just have a lot of mucus that you got to get out. But I feel good. I'm drinking, if I seem extra mellow, I'm drinking Sleepy Time herbal tea.
Oh, you on that tea, huh?
Yeah, not that kind of herbal, but it's got like, I don't know.
You on that tea?
Yeah.
It's all good.
Ginseng and stuff in here.
I drink tea, too. I drink tea.
Yeah, so, I'm feeling real relaxed. Long weekend. Did you see, this is the first episode since the Super Bowl, right? I think so. I don't think we've talked about the actual Super Bowl yet, because we didn't talk about 50 Cent hanging upside down.
No, 50.
He showed up out of nowhere, just hanging from the ceiling by his Adidas.
That hyped me up right there, man.
Like I said,
50 my man. 50 my man. I didn't expect that. I did expect at least Ice Cube, but I go with 50, man. That was dope. That was real fly. I don't know why Mary J sung that sad ass song.
Yeah,
You
that
know
was
what I
weird. It
mean?
kind of
But-
killed the mood right in the middle.
And
Yeah.
I also did not know fucking Kendrick Lamar is a goddamn dwarf, man.
Yeah,
That dude
he's
is
super
little
small.
as
That's exactly what my wife
shit,
said.
Man.
My wife was like, "Is he super short?"
Super
Yeah, he's
duper.
tiny. He's tiny. Well, maybe those guys were just giants. I don't know.
Nah, well, when he stood next to Eminem, I was like, fuck.
Oh yeah, Eminem was like normal height.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, Eminem like 5'8" or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was dope, but I got mixed feelings about the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And again, like I said, I'm rolling with Cap so hard.
Sure.
You know, my son, he wanted to watch the Super Bowl. I was more just chilling, more or less, than anything. But I feel like Jay-Z making the deal that he did with the NFL, it's like, this is it. A Super Bowl halftime show. This is it. Like, you told Cap to stop kneeling for a halftime show.
Yeah.
You couldn't get us in the room. You couldn't get us in the offices.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't get us in those board rooms. You couldn't get us in those decision-making rooms. You're fucking Jay-Z, a billionaire, right? You couldn't get some head coaching jobs, something. I understand hip-hop in the Super Bowl. It was an only hip-hop show. Okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you told Cap to stop kneeling for something that could have and should have been done 20 years ago.
Sure.
So, you know, I got mixed feelings on it. You know, again, we've said it before. I've never been a Jay-Z fan, so it's kind of easy for me to harp on him. But at the same time, that was it. That's the only deal you could get us. I feel like, what was the famous quote Martin Luther King after he made the deal with the president? He said, "I feel as if I led my people into a burning house." Jay-Z kind of led us into a burning house with this deal. It's like, bro, we should have, out of 32 teams, we can't get 5 black head coaches.
That's true.
10 maybe.
That's true. Well, I thought it was fun. I liked it.
Yeah, it was really dope. It was dope. It's dope. I don't want to piss on it or anything.
Yeah.
It was dope.
Until you started talking like that, I thought it was pretty fun. I was gonna be like, yeah, you see Snoop Crip walking.
Yeah. I mean, there was some dope shit.
I guess he was like under the stage, like smoking up right before, like
I
right,
saw that.
right
I
before he
thought
went
I
up.
saw. I thought
And I mean,
I
it was
saw
in.
some smoke.
People are mad, but like it was in California.
It's fucking California.
It's legal and it's
It's fucking
Snoop Dogg.
You think they're gonna say something to him?
He does that every single time he performs anywhere.
He's probably done concerts in hundreds of concerts in. Well, I don't know. That's a new building, but I'm sure he's been in that building.
He probably smoked weed with Obama.
He's probably got a box up in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Yeah, I thought it was dope though.
Snoop Dogg alone. People are mad at Eminem for kneeling, but he was kneeling while Dr. Dre was playing a Tupac song. So he was like kneeling out of respect for Tupac.
I don't believe that.
But people are like,
I believe it was for Kaepernick.
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
Wouldn't have made sense.
I'm sure it had something.
Wouldn't
to
have
do
made
with it,
sense
too.
to do that for Tupac, and
Sure.
Snoop didn't do it. Who knew him personally? Who was with him hours before he was killed? So I know what it was for.
Yeah,
And
well, there's like a rumor that they ran it by the NFL first, like, oh, we're gonna kneel during this like Tupac thing, and the NFL said no
I
because
believe
the
that.
NFL didn't want it to be a
I believe
cap
that.
thing, but then Eminem did it anyway because
I believe that. I
He's
believe
Eminem.
the NFL wanted them to change their lyrics. I believe they didn't want Eminem to heal. This is the fucking NFL we're talking about here. You know, and as far as Eminem kneeling, I loved it.
Mhm.
That was probably the best part of the fucking show for me as a black man.
Eminem shoes were really cool.
Yeah,
Those are like some
fucking
threes.
Fly. That's a whole nother segment right
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
bro.
Custom
And maybe that
Eminem.
was, you know, maybe because I think they were out the night before. I think I remember seeing them the night before the Super Bowl, and I didn't quite get it. Then I saw him with him on the stage. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But as far as him kneeling, I thought it was dope. I thought it was dope as fuck. And I don't care. I've heard people say like he's a guest in the house and all that old bullshit.
Mhm.
I don't believe that. Like I just got through telling you about my white homie that makes beats and shit. Like he's probably the blackest white boy you know what I mean? His
Yes.
mom married a black dude when he was like 5.
I saw this. I think we were on TikTok today, or TikTok or Instagram or something. And I saw this thing, and it was like, this black lady was talking about how there's white people and there's people that happen to be white.
Right.
And she said there's two different people. Well, I don't know. I want you to speak. Is that
Okay. I
don't know
got
if
it.
that's
I got
like
it.
I don't know
Well,
if that's like a widely adopted.
Well,
thing.
like I said, my homie, his mom
Yeah.
married a black guy when he was probably 3 or 4 years old. I think they're still married till this day. I mean, how the fuck you expect them to act?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this dude, cold black, you know what I mean? Big old black motherfucker, you know what I mean? And he called him dad.
Yeah.
Calls him dad. So shit, you know what I mean? I truly believe that. I mean, like they used to always say, if you walk around wolves, if you were raised around wolves, you're gonna walk on all fours. So yeah, you do have those white people.
Yeah.
And Eminem, I mean, come on, we all saw his story. You know what I mean? He's definitely a part of the culture. I mean, we've had plenty of white rappers that try to get into hip hop, you know, and it was a fucking joke. It was a gimmick. It was a spit in the face, you know what I'm saying? But Eminem, man, we needed him to do that.
Mm-hmm.
We need motherfuckers that look like him to do that. We need motherfuckers that look like him to say something. We needed that. I thought it was refreshing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
Yeah, good show. Good game, too. Game was, I don't know. The last couple minutes were questionable. Felt a lot like a Husker game. Felt like the Bengals had it in the bag, and then it just slipped out of their fingers through very little fault of their own.
Yeah, I was kind of in
to
and
a
out
certain
on
point.
it, but from what I did see, I think the first time I looked at it was Odell Beckham when he got hurt, and I was like, man, this shit's set up. This shit is awesome.
Well, they won. You got to love Matt Stafford winning the Super Bowl, though.
Oh yeah, he did get one, huh? Played in Detroit all them years.
Yeah. Somebody said that's the closest Detroit's ever going to get. They said Matt Stafford and Eminem in the Super Bowl. That's as close as Detroit's ever going to be.
Yeah, Detroit, man. Damn. Man.
Yeah.
Detroit. They cause motherfuckers to retire.
Mm-hmm. Chad Johnson, man, he was...
Barry Sanders. Calvin Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they make a motherfucker retire. God damn.
Yeah, they suck. They're bad. They should feel bad. Anyway, you want to talk about the Mandela effect?
Yeah, man.
You got some examples? You said you had to call your cousin about this?
Yeah, I had to call my cousin on this one, man. And I wasn't sure I even really understood what the Mandela effect was, but I was we were talking about like old movies. My parents had this big, like, I don't even know what my mom used to call that, for a hutch or whatever the fuck, a cabinet, you know what I mean? Just full of VHS movies. You know, I had little sisters and shit, so Home Alone, Goonies, you know, Friday the 13th, man, ain't a movie we didn't have, man. I remember this movie. Now, I know Shaq did Shazam, okay? Now, there was this movie that me and my sisters used to watch all of the time with Sinbad. We watched this movie, man. We watched this movie. I get goosebumps every time. I know motherfucking well we watched this movie.
Yeah.
But they said it was never made. I remember commercials for the fucking movie and everything, man. I remember the movie cover, everything, all that shit, man. I remember all that shit. Another one that hit me was the 2007 San Antonio Spurs. They were champs that year.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who'd they beat?
I don't know.
Cleveland.
I have no idea.
LeBron.
Don't know.
Yeah. Nobody remembers that shit.
Yeah, well, I don't pay enough attention to that to know.
Yeah, you would. You probably would.
If that's right or not. But
yeah, especially
the Shazam one is that's pretty common. Kazam is Shaq.
Kazam.
Yeah, Shazam is the Sinbad one that supposedly exists but doesn't. I don't know. I don't know if I feel like I remember that movie or if I only think I remember it because these people are, you know, it's like I've seen like these internet things about like these posts of Sinbad in a turban.
We had the movie.
You remember what happened in it? What happened in it?
Yeah, I remember exactly. He had a little kid. A little kid had the regular genie story.
Yeah. I don't know. Weird, man. Yeah, there's a lot of those. There's like shit. Now I can't think of any off the top of my head, but Berenstein Bears and Berenstain Bears. You know the Beren. I thought it was Berenstein.
I remember him.
I thought it was Berenstein,
Say
but
it again?
it's Berenstain. I thought it was Berenstein.
It is Berenstain.
It's Berenstain.
Berenstain?
Yeah, it's Berenstain. That's like another common one. Or like
I was a
some
kid.
people
I
think
was a kid.
some people think the Target logo looks different. I think the Berenstein Bears one is just like they write it like in cursive, so I think there's just people just seeing it wrong or something.
That's how my mom used to say it.
Yeah, that one doesn't seem.
My mom used to read me those books. I remember those books.
Yeah, I think
It's Berenstain?
it's Berenstain. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. People fight you about that.
Berenstain.
Berenstain.
Wait a minute.
Berenstain.
Berenstain.
Yeah,
Berenstain.
yeah. Some people think it's Berenstein. It's Berenstain.
I think
But
my mom used to say
yeah,
Berenstain Bears.
It's not that big of a deal.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people said. I think that's just what people
That's
said.
a trip.
Or there's like Flintstone, the Flintstones, you know, Fred and Wilma. Is it Flintstones with a T or Flintstones? No T.
Flintstones.
That's another
with a
one.
T. Definitely with a T.
You think so?
Definitely with a T.
All right, you're right about that one.
Definitely with a T.
You're right about that one. But yeah, the Mandela effect thing is like people think there was two different universes, and at one point they like.
That's what it led into.
At
Parallel
one point
universe.
they like collided, and like half of people remember one thing, and half of people remember like an alternate thing. So there's like half of people that remember the Sinbad movie, and then half of people don't think it ever existed.
Damn. So where the fuck
And then
am I?
they merged, and we're all in the universe where Sinbad didn't exist, but some people remember a different universe where it did. It's real weird. It's real trippy stuff,
Yeah,
man.
that's some fucked up shit.
Yeah,
Had me bugged out, man.
I've had too much tea to think about that.
Had me bugged the fuck
Think
out,
about
man. Had me
parallel-
calling my sisters and shit. Like, y'all
Parallel
remember this fucking
universes and
shit,
stuff.
man?
And they remembered it too.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, like I said, I don't think I've ever seen Shazam with Sinbad, but I feel like I've heard about it. But I probably only heard about it because of this.
Shazam.
Yeah.
I never did see Kazam.
I've seen Kazam. And Shaquille O'Neal had that other one, Steel, where he's like the...
Never saw that
Never
one
saw
either.
Steel?
No.
Damn.
Only Shaq movie I ever watched was Blue Chips.
Blue
One of my
Chips.
top
I don't even know
five.
what
One of
that
my top 5 favorite sports movies.
I don't even know what that is.
Blue Chips?
Uh-uh.
Oh my God, man.
It's a 1994 sports drama.
Man, it was so realistic. Even today, it's so realistic. Wow. I mean, how realistic? Because it was about, players getting paid and shit. How they got, the
Not
top-
very good reviews for this.
No good reviews?
No.
Wow, that's crazy.
You're one of the only people that like this movie, I guess.
Well, I guess it depends on what you're looking for in a movie,
Yeah.
because it's a basketball movie. There's no love story.
Yeah, it's for a real-
It's for a real basketball
A real specific audience.
sports movie. It's
Yeah.
a sports movie, and if you understand, if you've ever been in, you understand. But it's so relevant today because all 3 of their top players that they recruit to their university, they pay them.
Yeah.
So that should be played in there. Well, I guess not now because it's legal.
Yeah, now it's legal, man.
But before, I'm sure they played this movie
People making millions of dollars before they even
before
play
they
a
even got
snap
to
of
the
football.
university, and
Yeah.
that's what that movie is about.
Yeah,
And
it's crazy.
and what was so dope about it was like the top college players back then, they were all in the movie. Bobby Hurley, Grant Hill, they both played for Duke in real life, but in the movie they were playing for the Indiana Hoosiers. That's how dope it was. Like the Ed O'Bannon, played for UCLA in real life, but in the movie they made him play for a whole nother university. That's what made it so realistic. They used real live college players.
That sounds cool, man.
Yeah, man, it was
Sounds like a good
real
movie.
dope, but they paid him.
Shaquille's not that good of an actor.
He wasn't. He was terrible. And I guess that's probably because the acting was terrible.
Him and Snoop Dogg, they do anything for that bag.
Yeah, I'm
man.
kind of tired of seeing Snoop on some shit. Man.
Yeah, Snoop's on everything. Shaquille, he'll do a commercial for
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm kinda
You
tired
pay
of
him
seeing-
$50 and he'll do your
I
commercial.
think I just said that the other day. I'm tired of seeing these two motherfuckers.
Snoop's
here,
on
man.
everything. Kevin Hart, he's on everything lately too.
That's another one.
We do like Kevin Hart though. But
Like Kevin Hart, I don't know. Man, he's kind of with me, man. I don't know.
yeah, well, I mean, we think he's funny. Like in movies, we laugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
I don't know anything. about
Motherfucker
him
write
as a-
me a script. Yeah,
Don't know
I'll be
anything
fine.
about him as a person, but his stand-up's funny. We think he reuses his jokes a
Right.
lot, but other than that,
Right.
he's cool.
I've seen. Cat Williams has done that too.
Mhm.
Like, but damn, I guess it would be kind of hard to be a comedian, come up with new shit every day.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about the same stuff all the time. We probably have. There's probably a couple things that we bring up almost every single episode, I bet. Let us know what it is. We don't know what it is. In the comments, let us know what we bring up too
Oh, because
often.
I was about to answer. Okay, yeah. I was about to answer.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but there's some shit. How many times a show do we go, oh, yeah, we talked about that? 70 of it, especially when we have a lot of episodes. But that'll be cool. We were talking about this before the show, too. It'll be really cool. It's kind of like a time capsule. Like our families in the future can watch our show. We can, in the future, watch our show and remember what the 2020s were like. Hopefully, eventually, there'll be some fun shit to talk about. It won't just be people scared in their houses. But, it's kind of why we started anyway.
Yeah.
Kind of had
locked in the house.
Had some time, needed some stuff to do. But
the 2020s, man. We only got, we got 8 years left in these motherfuckers? What will it go to?
I don't know. Maybe we'll be making money by then. But that's not what it's about.
Where are we in time compared to the past?
What?
The 60s.
What do you mean?
I think this is the 60s era here in the 2020s. And I say that meaning the 60s
you gotta
the 60s American people got fed up with the government, man, and they started setting shit on fire.
Okay.
That's where we're at.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about.
That's where we're at.
Yeah.
This next do I want to call it election? Whatever the fuck, next whatever the fuck go around we got coming.
Yeah.
They're going to have to come correct, man.
Yeah, true. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I get what you're saying now. The way you said it the first time, I thought maybe you had read too many Kanye tweets or something.
Oh, no.
I was like, this dude's talking to me like Kanye West. How much does the earth cost? Have you seen that? How much does the earth cost? Yeah,
man.
Good thing I rescinded my public support of him just in time because he got like even worse. He's like, if anybody else was doing this, it would be like restraining order, like something
in jail, dog.
Yeah, like geez.
Shot and shit,
straight up harassing people.
Fucking man, what? Speaking about talking about shit all the time, this motherfucker, man. I know mental health is real. I know it's real.
Yeah, it is for sure.
But how much of it is mental health, or is this is? Because I've seen many interviews where Kanye always reiterates, like, this is really me. Is this really him? Meds or no meds?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, the shit you doing, bro, you about to scare your own fucking kids, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
You about to scare your own fucking
weird,
kids, dude.
You, like, everybody's scared to text him because, like, every time anybody texts him, he posts it on Instagram. Yeah, so, like, nobody's talking to him, and he's just caps lock. Somebody just takes his Instagram password away or something. And then he posted like an apology. Like, oh, so I understand that when I type in all caps, it can come off as aggressive. And I'm going to work on that. I'm going to stop doing that. I just want to be a good dad to my kids. And then like 3 hours later, he was back on the bullshit, dude. Like,
those some Donald Trump shit.
All caps, yeah.
He on some Donald Trump shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. He is on some Donald Trump shit. That's true. It's crazy.
He on some Donald Trump shit.
But yeah, so I took my support back just in the nick of time. He's getting crazy, man.
Man, some of these motherfuckers, man.
Imagine being Pete Davidson. That sucks, man.
What's he call him? What do he call him?
Skeet.
Skeet. That's funny. That's funny shit.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
That was funny. Skeet.
If that was it, that would be okay.
Yeah, if that was it. But goddamn, dog.
But he calls him Skeet to his kids.
But you know what though? Speaking of them hood white boys, and I'm looking at Pete Davidson. Like I said, I ain't gonna front. I'm not an SNL fan, so I didn't really know who he was. And then maybe there's, that's the age gap, but I know you can't always tell a book by its cover, but sometimes you can. And that's why you get that book. But Pete Davidson looks like that white boy that'll fight.
Yeah, I don't know. He's from Staten Island.
I know some white boys like that, man.
Yeah.
Long and wiry, but he get that one on you.
Yeah, I don't know. Not that where he's from means anything. I'm just giving you some.
It doesn't, but I'm sure he's had some scraps.
Giving you some context.
Yeah. I mean, it means a lot. Yeah, he's from Chicago, but that don't mean shit. I ain't got plenty scraps with motherfuckers from all across the world. But yeah, man. He keep fucking around, Pete Davis gonna come around the corner and
yeah, okay.
That might be what we see next.
Did you ever play that airsoft match with the?
Nah, I didn't go. I got a flat on my truck for one.
Ah, shit.
And man, I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, it kind of hurts.
That shit, man. That shit's coming out of there, man. And I didn't get first of all, I didn't get all my armor shit. I was like, man, I'm not going out there like that.
Mm-hmm.
That shit hurts. And I remember back in the day, I played paintball, and I'm like, shit, that shit hurts.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, paintball might be worse.
Oh, definitely worse.
I think.
Yeah, definitely worse. Oh yeah, definitely, because that's so much pressure all the time. Where airsoft, you know, every so many shots, it'll kind of let off.
Paintball's just hurt. I took a paintball to the back of the head one time. It hurt real bad.
That might have been a fight. I do know out at the park they won't allow you full auto. You know, and that's the dope thing about, you know, airsoft and BB.
Oh, they don't let you do full auto out there?
Yeah, because, you know, what I mean? Yeah, that should feel like you shot, man. That'll start a fight.
Would suck.
Yeah, that was one rule in all caps. No full auto.
Damn.
I was like, oh, fuck.
That sucks.
I went and got
one of my friends in the Marine Corps was real into that.
There's actually,
and I was like, don't you get tired of doing this, man? Like, we were infantry, so it's like you go to the field all week and you practice and you train, and then every weekend you want to go play airsoft and like do this more.
I was quite surprised the last time I played how many vets, deployed or not, were actually out there.
Yeah, it's like, wait.
I was like, holy shit! I was like, probably more them than civilians.
Yeah, after you get out, it makes sense. But like while you're in and you're doing it all week, every week, it's like,
I didn't. Yeah,
take a break, dog.
I didn't ask anybody if they were still active. I didn't.
Yeah, like we would get off work and he would give his real gun to the armory, and then he would go to his room and get his airsoft guns and drive to the airsoft range. And,
oh shit!
Yeah,
he's on all the time.
Yeah, he was into it, man. I mean, yeah, good for you.
Yeah, shit can get fun, man. I like it. I like it more or less for the cardio.
It's great to have a hobby. It just was not for me at the time. Kind of like camping. Like, why do I want to go camping? I spent all week sleeping in the dirt.
Yeah. Yeah, we probably the only two Nebraska boys left that ain't never been camping.
Yeah. Well, I've been camping.
You have?
Yeah.
I'm probably the only one left.
Yeah. I've been camping. The Marine Corps made me not like it that much anymore.
I guess it would.
Yeah. But now we're gonna be glamping here pretty soon because my mom and dad just bought an RV, like a sick. It sleeps like 10 people. I think my mom said.
That's a bus, dog.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, it's a bus. Okay.
Fuck yeah, that's a bus. You gotta have a CDL for it, or?
I don't know, but Dad has one because he drives.
He's
he
good.
drives for Cisco.
Oh, he's Gucci.
Yeah, he's gonna be whipping that thing like no problem, I'm sure. But
fuck, he's driving, nobody else.
He has to get a new truck too. What a fucking bummer. He's like, oh fuck, I gotta get a new truck because I guess the camper he got, it would have snapped his old truck in half. So he's like, I gotta get a new truck. So now he's gonna get a new truck.
Damn it,
and a new camper. Yeah.
Damn it, gotta get a new truck.
Yeah, I love that for them though, man. They love camping. They go to the Badlands and stuff.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
so they go.
Yeah, I'm hoping they take a ton of time off and just
I'm
go places.
The lakes out west here. I'm like, man, y'all like 10 miles away from home, man. You could have did this in the driveway, right?
Yeah.
But your parents, they going.
Well, that's fun too. We camp at Ranch Oak sometimes, but
I gotta go home.
Yeah, I hope they go do whatever. It'll be fun to go with them, but I hope they spend a lot of time with that thing. Just them two.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, just
that's the life.
Traveling the country. We go to Canada. Fuck it. Try it out.
I mean,
try it out, Dad.
We talked about that. What are we, 11? 10, 11, 12? I had a guy in the chair the other day. He goes to university. He said he drives all the time. And I'm thinking, yeah. South Dakota, North Dakota, probably a little over to the east, west, however.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's not that bad.
Damn, I'm like, fuck, no shit.
Huh.
Actually, he said he can cross somewhere in Michigan. I was like, God damn, we are that close to Canada.
That's true. I don't have a passport.
Yeah, well, I don't think they would let me. I'm a felon.
Oh, yeah.
I have no desire to leave the country right now as an American, as a black American especially. I have no desire to leave.
Damn, so you can't go places?
Mm-mm.
Fuck, that kind of sucks, man.
Wait, I can, the Caribbean and I can't remember, some dumbass country I would have never went to anyway. But I can go to the Caribbean, of course, Puerto Rico and Hawaii. But yeah, I can't leave American soil because I'm a felon.
Damn.
But I'm cool. I'm good.
You can go all kinds of places. Let's see. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
like you get your passport and all that shit, and you still can't leave.
I've never had a passport.
Well,
like I said,
I
I've never.
Can you just not get a passport now?
I don't want to go over there. I don't really want to. Never had that desire, man.
Oh, here you go. Here's a list of countries you can travel to if you're a convicted felon.
Give me the top 3. I bet y'all never would have went anyway.
Oh, well, they're alphabetical. I'll give you some.
Oh.
United Arab Emirates. That'd be pretty cool. That's like Dubai and shit.
They might keep me.
Yeah, they might. You can go to Mexico. Little
Shit.
vacation.
I mean, where? The bad parts or the good parts?
The good parts. Yeah, some of these are not. I'll just read them. Brazil, Cambodia, Chile, Egypt, Ethiopia, Indonesia. You can go to Ireland. Malaysia, Morocco, Nepal, Peru.
Ireland would be dope. My last name is Irish.
There you go. Go to that Husker game in Ireland. Singapore, South Korea. South Korea would be all right. They're pretty cool. Tanzania, the Dominican Republic, Philippines, Tunisia, Turkey, Ukraine, and the United Arab Emirates. So yeah, it is a small list.
Oh, that's too far.
You can travel to Europe unless you are arrested for crimes related to human trafficking or drug smuggling.
Oh no, none of that.
So there you go. Now you could be all right. Not that you want to, but
No, I'm
there
good.
you go.
Gucci.
There you go. Yeah, sorry about the sidetrack.
I don't need to go nowhere.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, have you ever been so excited to get somewhere or to see something and you finally get there and you see it and you're like, man.
Yeah, all the time.
What was it?
In-N-Out. In-N-Out was one of those times. Everybody told me In-N-Out was going to blow my fucking mind.
I
and
don't,
it's not that good.
I've had that shit.
Freddy's here, I think, is better.
Okay.
What else? I don't know. What's yours?
First, the mountains.
Oh, just like mountains in general. I was trying to think of specific places. I think
that's a good one. In-N-Out's a good one.
I think mountains are cool.
Yeah, I was like, hurry up and get me the fuck down from here.
Mount Rushmore is really cool.
That was dope.
Speaking
it was kind of scary the way that
thing.
shit.
Yeah,
up.
it's weird, right?
Oh my god, it's like a motherfucker really looking. Dude, yeah. I was like, oh shit. I didn't expect. Can we call them mountains?
Yeah.
Yeah. For South Dakota, yeah.
Yep.
I guess we can call them mountains. Yeah, that shit was
the Grand Canyon. I've only seen the Grand Canyon really from a plane, but I didn't think it was.
Yeah, man. I was in the parking lot on that shit.
Like it was just like.
I'm good.
Just a bunch of cliffs,
I felt like if I got any closer, it would just and I'd have been in that motherfucker, man. I was in the parking lot like, I'm good, dog. I'm good. Like, let's go. Let's get the fuck away from this shit.
Yeah, so not impressed by mountains, huh?
Not at all.
Not even like the Rockies?
Not at all.
Shit.
I think
mountains are cool.
I've been up a total of 3 times.
I think they're just nice. Like, they're just nice to look at. You know?
Yeah, from Denver.
Yeah, it's just nice. It's nice to see them in the it's just nice for them to be part of the landscape.
Right there, right. Yeah, I've been up them motherfuckers, man. And
yeah, driving it kind of sucks.
I was like, nah, man. And all 3 times I had to be the passenger. I would never drive up those fucking things myself. Yeah.
Oh, I would rather drive than be the passenger.
What was my other one?
The ocean. I was pushing a Mercury Cougar, just barely making it up to the motherfuckers.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I had to do that every time I drove back and forth from here to California while I was in the Marines. Yeah, I had to drive
white knuckle driving
through the Rockies.
Right there, bull.
Because you can skip them, but you have to go. You got to go all the way south to Texas and then to the left.
Oh, that's some white knuckle driving
to the
right
west.
there.
Yeah, so I'd have to cut through the mountains every time, but yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, that's some scary shit. I'm cool on the ocean too. I don't need to see the ocean.
So I've had a lot of shit going on. I think it's a lot of stuff that we can talk about. First of all, I've been super inconsistent as far as like putting stuff on the Instagram and uploading the videos and stuff, but I've just been busy. So sorry, everybody.
It's all good.
Shit happens. I just had a lot of stuff going on, and we're gonna talk about it. So my grandma died a couple weeks ago. Shit. I mean, I'm kind of conflicted on it. We weren't super close, by the end. We were a lot closer when we were kids, but then I just kind of, grew up and realized that I wasn't jiving with that side of the family super well, that kind of thing. It was really sad. I was really sad for Dad because, like your mom dying, that's a big deal.
Word.
It's the first grandparent I've lost. Yeah. except like my mom's dad died, but he was never really around or involved. So like even she forgets that her dad's dead from time to time. You know,
Right.
like he's like
Understandably, yeah.
yeah, like he's never been around. I've seen the dude like 2 times ever in my life. So as far as losing grandparents, this is like the first time. Yeah, it's kind of, and I feel guilty because I don't feel like I was as sad as I should have been, or people expected me to be. But like I hadn't seen her in like 6 years probably. You know, she didn't come to my wedding because she had poker night. You know, we just weren't super close. And not to say she was a bad lady, but we just weren't. She just wasn't a super huge part of my life, you know. So if any, I was really sad that Dad was sad.
Right.
I was really sad that Mom was sad.
Rightfully.
Because Mom and Dad, you know, obviously Dad's known her his whole life, but Mom's known her a long time too. She's been part of the family a long time. But yeah, it was weird. I felt guilty. I felt like I took a day off work and I felt bad about taking a day off work because I was like, I don't think I feel sad enough.
That just makes you a righteous motherfucker.
To take a day off work, you know, like I was like, I made it a point. I was like, I got to make sure I'm sad about my grandma at some point today, or else I took the day off and it's like a blasphemy or something.
Right.
But yeah, you got any? You close with your grandparents? Have you lost any?
My grandfather, my biological grandfather, my mom's dad, lost him, but kind of the same deal as you.
Yeah.
Didn't see him a whole lot. I remember the funeral, but you know, it's
like there's stuff I'm gonna miss, but that stuff I was already missing anyway because it's kind of already gone.
As far as like feeling bad because I didn't cry or wasn't sad or anything, and this is no shade at all. It's just like I didn't feel it. Because it's kind of like, and maybe you've heard this, maybe you haven't. Like you can't miss what you've never had.
Yeah,
you can't miss nothing that was never there.
Yeah,
at least steady in your life, consistent.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was at. Like we never had like a relationship where we were both adults. Like when I was a kid, super badass grandma, and then I grew up and I was like, I don't think I want to come around here super often. Right. For other reasons, not because of grandma.
Okay, then there's that. Yeah. Never had any bad experiences with the man, you know, but
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, I got nothing but good memories with grandma.
Right.
But I've had those for a long time and
it's just I didn't
kind of already accepted that part is over.
Yeah, and that's, you know, I wouldn't necessarily feel bad about it. I mean,
man, I felt guilty as hell, dude.
You knew her enough.
Yeah, I felt real bad because, you know, obviously Dad's sad, he's crying, Mom's crying, people at the funeral crying, and I'm like I was sad. It was certainly affected me, but I just
definitely.
I just didn't feel sad enough, man. I felt real guilty about that.
You know, and
then it's like there's like this. We did the visitation, not to interrupt, but we did the visitation the night before. And then I went for that. And then there was the funeral the next day. And then there was like a brunch thing after the funeral. And I just, like right after the funeral, I just cut out. I was like, I'm not doing the brunch thing. And I felt bad about that too. Because like, I want to be there for Dad or whatever. But like, this is a side of my family that I don't really care about seeing. And like, I'm not going to.
Okay, that's it right there. That was your decision.
But yeah, and it's like, I'm not going to go in there and like, pretend for an afternoon.
That's it right there. That's your decision. That's it, bro. That's all you need to explain to yourself first.
Yeah, like
that's just fuck with these motherfuckers.
That's just kind of how I felt about it. Like it's not even like I don't fuck with these motherfuckers thing, but just like
well,
I just
like you know what I mean.
Like I just don't know these people.
And in those kinds of situations, funerals, sometimes even weddings, fucking graduations, man. Some people have just had enough.
Yeah.
You know, I'm cool, man. 3 days of this. I've had enough, you know, and you know, I came to this, and you know, leave me be. You know what I mean? I like my time too. Maybe I want to go home and cry.
Yeah, it's just time to go. Like I'm gonna go in there, have the same conversations I have every couple years.
It's time to go.
Like, oh, what do you do? Oh, cool. This is what I do now. Oh, right on. And then that's it.
My dad taught me years ago how not to fucking explain yourself.
Yeah, that's something I got to work on.
To a certain, you know, you're 30 plus year old man, you know, especially 31. When you get to a certain age as a man, and you ain't fucking up, you can't be fucking up and say, you know what I mean? You got to be righteous within your movement. where you can finally say, you know what? I don't give a shit about none of that shit. I ain't coming. The first time you ask me,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna beat around the bush with you. I'm probably not gonna be there. Or if I do come, I'm gonna be there for a little while, and I see you motherfuckers later.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm at with people at work. Like, there's this dude that wants to put together like a trivia night at work.
Right.
And the first time he asked me, I was like, I'm just gonna save you some time. I'm never gonna go. And he was like, you know what? I actually respect you a lot for that because everybody else just says they're gonna come and they don't.
We cool. We can be cool from here on out, homie.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I like you. I think you're cool. I'm not gonna hang out with you though. I'm just not gonna hang out with anybody. I'm here. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna get paid. I'm gonna go home. Like, I'm not that interested in going out and whatever.
That's just it.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, cool. That was the end of it. Like, people probably will take that very well, actually, if you just
Better than you think.
Yeah, if you just straight
Better
up like,
than you
hey, I'm
think.
just gonna be honest with you. I don't want to go.
Period.
Nothing personal. I just don't want to go.
Period.
Yeah, I need to work on that a little bit. This just felt like an extreme circumstance because it's like I felt like it felt like I was cutting out on dad, you know, more than anything. Like, it felt like I was bailing on dad.
I get that.
You know, like, I feel like he probably would have enjoyed me and my wife staying longer than we did. But
I get that. Anytime.
yeah,
anytime
it felt selfish almost.
Not to say dad ain't less important, but yeah,
Right,
anytime
right.
you lose your moms, man. I mean, that's how you got here. That was your ticket.
Yeah, so I felt like I was making a selfish decision by cutting out right after the funeral. And I still kind of do. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if Dad even still listens or if he's tired of the show yet or what. But yeah, maybe he'll let me know. I don't know. Yeah. So that was going on. And before that, my mom, you know about this already, but my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. So that was that was a scary couple months. You know, she's good now. And she wanted me to talk about it because she wanted me to remind everybody to get checked for stuff. Because I feel like she got pretty lucky. I think they caught it pretty early. So
good.
Yeah. So it was a surgery. She doesn't have to do chemo or anything like that. Spirits are good. So that's kind of mellowed out a lot. But that was making it hard to care about really getting a clip to post on the Instagram and shit.
Right.
So,
You gotta take care of parents, man.
So there was that stuff going on. I got promoted at work. So now I used to do all the podcast stuff at work, and now I'm busy.
A little more. That's all right. That's good busy, man. That's good busy, man.
Yeah,
that's
so
good busy.
It's just a time management thing, man. I just got to find where my new time is to get this shit done.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, so I had that going on. My VA disability thing is still ongoing, man. Like, even when the VA is giving you good news, it doesn't feel good. Like, they're like, oh, here's some good news, but we're gonna fuck with you. You're still getting fucked with.
That's so crazy.
But there's some good news. So it's going pretty well. I won't get into the specifics of that too much, but it's going really well.
Good.
They're just like, I don't know. It's done, but they just keep fucking with me, and no one knows what's going on. It's like they do the exams through this third party company. So anytime I want to know something, I call the people doing the exams. They say call the VA. I call the VA. They say call the people doing the exams. Like, nobody actually knows what's going on.
That's kind of like your last 30 days in the penitentiary, man. You trying to make sure you ain't wanted in another state.
Well, yeah, that's all I'm trying to do. Like, I'm just trying to figure everything out so that nothing can. I don't want anything fucking us up.
So I can just walk right out of this motherfucker.
Yeah, like, I want to leave, and I want to know that I'm never gonna have to deal with this again.
Right.
And we're getting there. But
man, you just gave me anxiety with that.
Yeah,
shit.
dude, it's like,
damn.
Like, they're like, I got a letter that's like, oh, your shit's all done. Here you go. Here's what you got. And I'm like, oh, sick.
Yeah.
And then, like, I get another letter in the mail that's like, oh, hey, you have an appointment on this day. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I have a lawyer, and I'm like, hey, man, I got a letter that says I have an appointment. What's that about? He's like, oh, I don't know. Bye. And I'm like, okay, bye. And then I get on the phone with the VA. They're like, oh, you'd have to call them because we don't know either because we're the VA. We're only the people that scheduled it. So they're like, oh, we can get you in touch with the department that does that. And I was like, yeah, do that. And they were like, oh, well, they have to call you back. And I was like, well, can you give me a number or can you just transfer me to them? And they were like, oh, they don't take inbound calls there. Like, the people who schedule your appointments don't take inbound calls. And
How
they're
the
like,
fuck did they schedule the appointments?
and they're like, no, they have to call you back. With, like, you put in a request and they call you back. So, like, 3 days later, these motherfuckers call me back.
It's a lot of unnecessary phone ringing.
Dude, and it's gonna get worse. This is gonna get worse, actually. I wasn't gonna tell this whole story, but I'm actually going to.
I got here now.
All right, so I'm just gonna back up. So I got my decision letter. I won't get super specific, but there's a piece of it that they rated, and then they said deferred for more information from the examiner. So
it sounds so much like prison language. And shit.
yeah, so they didn't think the examiner did a very good job. So they want him to send me back to him to have him redo something, and it was basically just him like watching how I walk.
Okay.
But we'll get to that. So I didn't see that on the letter because it's like I got this like 30-page letter. It's like a novel, and it's just one little line that says we deferred this for more information. So this letter also says that I'm done and I don't have to do shit. But I read that part and I go, oh, okay, I'm done and I don't have to do shit because that part is big and bold, and you're like, oh, cool. And then there's this sneaky sentence hidden elsewhere. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, I'm done. And then, imagine my surprise. I'm getting scheduled for another appointment. I have no idea what it is. So like I said, I call the VA. I'm like, what is this? They're like, I don't know. You have to call this place. So I call the doctor that's doing the exam. I'm like, what is this? He's like, I don't know. You have to call the VA because they haven't told me yet. So I call the VA again, and he's like, oh, I'll put in a request to have the appointment scheduler people call you back and explain what's going on. Because at this point, I think it's like a mistake because it looks exactly like an appointment that I already did.
Okay.
Because it's the same doctor and it's for the same thing. So I'm like, I think this is just a duplicate appointment. So I'm talking to my lawyer, and I'm like, what if I just don't go? And he's like, oh, that could fuck everything up. And I'm like, so I can't cancel the appointment. And I'm on the phone with the people that schedule the appointment, and they're like, yeah, so this appointment is on this day at this time. And I'm like, oh, I think this is a duplicate, so I don't think I need it. And they were like, they got real serious. They were like, sir, is this verbal confirmation that we can cancel this appointment? And I was like, no, no.
Shit.
I was like, relax. I'm going to talk to my lawyer about it. We'll see. But she got real, like her tone. She was like super chipper. And then she's like, sir, is this verbal confirmation? And she got real robotic all of a sudden. And I was like, okay, so this is a big deal. If I tell her to do this, this seems like this is a big deal. That they have to verify it that way.
Wow.
So my lawyer's like, well, just go and do the appointment again, and I guess we'll see what happens. And I'm like, I spend a good 3-4 days worried that it's going to fuck my disability claim up completely, right? So then this place finally calls me back. Like at this point, I've taken a couple days off work because I just don't feel like going to work because I'm just like stressed the fuck out. And I'm like, I just need a couple days off.
Right.
So I'm laying in bed and my phone starts ringing at it's like exactly 8 a.m. And this guy calls me. He's like, oh yeah, this is so-and-so from the VA. The doctor that we sent you to forgot to do just one part of the exam and we need the whole thing done. And I went to Omaha for this, which is like, for all you international folks, it's like an hour away. So I went to Omaha for this, and they're like, yeah, we're going to send you back to Omaha and have him do this one little test, and then that's it. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to do it, but I guess I have to. And they're like, yeah, you have to. Like, it's not an option. They don't even, like, call you to figure out when. They're just like, your appointment's on this day at this time, and you have to go. Kind of like probation.
Yeah. Gotta be parole. Yeah. Be here in half hour.
Like, you don't get to pick, really, I guess.
Don't take a piss either.
Yeah, so I didn't have to worry about that. So I drive up to Omaha again on this day, and I'm going to rewind again. I'm on this phone call like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. I wish you guys would have told me that. Like, I wouldn't have spent 4 days freaking out. Like, why couldn't anybody along this chain tell me why that? Because if that was the first phone call, if they were like, oh, we need to do this again because he forgot one thing, like, I would have been pissed. I would have been annoyed, but I wouldn't have been, like, stressed the fuck out to the point where I'm calling off work and shit because I'm worried my disability claim's getting, like, atom bombed, you know? So I drive up to Omaha again just so that this guy can be like, oh, yeah, walk across the room. Okay, looks fine. And then walk back. Okay, that looks fine. And he starts checking other shit too. And he does that little reflex hammer on my knees, you know? And he does it on the left side and it's kicking. And he does it on the right side and just nothing's happening. And he sits there for a couple minutes like just hitting it over and dude, nothing's happening. And I'm kind of freaked out. I'm a little geeked out because that's never happened before.
Right.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't know what that's about. And then he just,
that's it. Motherfucker, what do you mean?
Yeah, that's the end of the appointment.
Fuck, do I need surgery, motherfucker?
That's the end of the appointment. So on my way out, he's like, all right, well, good to see you again. And I was like, yeah, man. I was like, good to see you too. But honestly, I hope this is the last time because I got to come up from Lincoln for this. And you know what he says? He says, they made me drive up from Lincoln too. So this dude, what the fuck? What? Me and this dude both left Lincoln and drove to the same place in Omaha and then drove back to Lincoln. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I wish they would let me do them in Lincoln. But
man, what the fuck is going on with that shit?
He's like, they make me do them here. So the VA made 2 separate people drive from Lincoln to this. It's just like a, excuse me, it's not even like a doctor. It's like a random chiropractor's office in Omaha.
What the fuck?
That the VA just rents a room out in. So it's not even like a VA facility or anything. It's just this random chiropractic office in Omaha.
Man, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I wish I could do these in Lincoln. Be easier for everybody. I'm like, yeah, fucking
motherfucker,
tell you
right?
what, it would have been a 10-minute trip.
Wow, that's some crazy shit right there, man. I'd have been so motherfucking mad. I'd have cut somebody out like an hour
Yeah,
ago.
well, at that point, it's like, it's already done. And theoretically, this is the end of it now.
On the definite downslide of it.
Yeah, like, I just don't know for sure. Like, I'm just in constant fear of getting another email that's like, oh, appointment scheduled.
You've been scheduled for surgery.
Yeah, or something.
Like,
I don't know. I'm just like,
what?
I don't know if they just wanted to fuck with me one more time before they don't get to fuck with me no more or what, but shit. It's like, it's the runaround every single time you try to do anything. It's a runaround, man.
That's all you get with anything anymore is a fucking runaround with anything.
Yeah, it's
man.
like nobody wants to do it. One of my friends got transferred to somebody like so deep in the VA that he was like, I'm just a dude that like moves boxes around. Like, I don't even look at the files. I don't know how you got to my phone. And he's like, well, they transferred me here. And he's like, I don't even know who you are. I don't even have a computer.
Don't nobody want to answer no questions.
He's
They
like, I don't
just
even have a
send you to
computer,
the
dog.
next
I push carts around. Like, I don't even have a computer.
Damn, you got down to the basement, dog.
Yeah, this is basically.
They sent
this
you
shit-
to the mail room.
Yeah, that shit's fucked up, man. And
Damn.
yeah.
That's some crazy fucking
It's the
shit,
same thing.
man.
I get a property tax exemption now
You been going through this for how long?
since November.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so like I know our schedule has been sporadic, but so has mine. And then it's like all this stuff is going on at the same time. You know, like my VA claim is going on. My mom's getting breast cancer. As soon as we're done with that, grandma dies. I get promoted at work. It's just been kind of like it's all been
Salute
kind
to
of
you, man. A lot of people
jam-packed.
that would have broke them down, man.
Yeah,
a lot
it's
of
been-
people that would have broke them down, man.
kind of jam packed in there. It's been,
Salute
but
to
it's
you.
good to be on the. It feels like I'm on the downside of it now. Like I've been looking forward to this promotion for a long time. I've been looking forward to this disability claim being done for a long time. I've been looking forward to mom feeling better for a long time. So now, like, almost all of it is off my plate now. At this particular moment.
Good.
Yeah. So
That's always dope, man.
yeah. So it was it felt like an uphill climb, and I'm definitely gonna enjoy the downside of it. That's why I've been a little lax with editing and stuff, because it's like I'll get it done tomorrow. You know.
Totally understood.
Yeah. So, but I'm gonna try to be better at it, because when we're consistent, we get a lot more listeners. Go figure. Weird how that works. So I'm gonna.
It is weird.
My goal for 2020 is to be hopefully as consistent as I possibly can. But sometimes shit happens, guys.
Players fuck up too.
Sometimes it's not even a fuck up. Sometimes shit just happens. All right. You try putting out a podcast every week and see how many times you miss it. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, not to rant at you motherfuckers, but I'm just kidding. It's not that big of a deal. No one even never says anything about it. I am more upset about it than anybody else is, probably.
It's all good.
Yeah, that's another thing I got to work on. But yeah, that's it, man. It's been an hour. Let's call it quits. I'm gonna get some Taco Bell or something.
Taco Bell.
Yeah. I told my wife.
I had some
told my wife she
French
could pick.
dips.
Ooh, vegan French dips. We tried this jackfruit
How'd
the
y'all
other
do?
day. Bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was gross. It was like pre-made though. It was like
Got it
marinated
in the can.
It was like already in bags. It was like marinated with
Yeah.
barbecue sauce and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was
do it yourself. Yeah.
Yeah,
do
it was gross.
yourself.
It was like, this is gonna taste like a pulled pork sandwich, and we were like, no, it fucking does not.
Get it in the can. Get the young jackfruit and just do it yourself. How you regularly do your shit.
We'll give it another try. That pre-marinated stuff was
Don't do that.
was not super good. But anyways, check us out on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Obviously, if you're watching us there, we got video on Spotify, and our audio
I keep forgetting about that.
yeah, our audio is pretty much on everything. So, like our stuff, comment on it, subscribe, share it, tell your friends. The more engagement we can get, the better. Easy Wheel 420 Apparel on Instagram, easywheel420apparel.com. Get yourself one of these cool hip hop Mount Rushmore shirts. He's got a lot of stuff too. He's doing like custom tie dyes. I saw. You can tell him
in the dark.
tell him what colors you want. Yeah, he's got those glow in the dark ones. Everything's super nice, and he's a cool dude. So been supporting the show pretty much since our first few episodes.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, hope you guys have a good week. We will catch you on the next one.